Finally, Erik ten Hag has held a dinner meeting with Sir Alex Ferguson ahead of the Barcelona game that we're going to be playing tomorrow on Thursday at Old Trafford. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where you're watching us from? It's a very huge story because these two have always been meeting at Old Trafford. This time round, they've gone ahead to get a dinner meeting, and obviously they've gone on to discuss lots of things. And Ten Hag and Sir Alex Ferguson looks like they're really in tune as far as they want United to go on and really be. Smash the like button, comment and share. We are talking about Rio Ferdinand revealing to us the atmosphere at Carrington because he had to conduct some interviews with these United players for the BT TV or the BT Sport TV where he works. And obviously he has told us what he found, how the mood was like at Carrington. And lastly, Ferran Torres, a Barcelona player, has gone ahead and really warned his fellow Barcelona players about what Old Trafford is all about. Because when you look at the players at Barcelona, I think it's Ferran Torres, Christensen. Who else has ever played at Manchester United at Old Trafford against us? Is there anyone else? Ousmane Dembele, no, and Rafinha also knows what the feel is about. But I think Ferran Torres has gone ahead to emphasize it more because he played for Manchester City and he knows how it means when you come to Old Trafford, when you are donned into that light blue jersey from the Manchester City side to face United, because the fans just want that win badly. So let's get into this. Sorry about that. Now, Sir Alex Ferguson has always been meeting Erik ten Hag at the matches in the dugout, and they've been always talking a lot. But obviously this time around, Sir Alex Ferguson has decided to go all out and meet Erik ten Hag to have a dinner together ahead of the Barcelona game. Remember, Sir Alex Ferguson is the last manager to ever beat Barcelona at Old Trafford, and that was in 2008. It was a goal of Paul Scholes. I don't know whether you guys remember it. Can I find that goal and show it to you? It was really a very nice goal taken outside the tennis box area into the back of the net, and he beat Victor Valdez, and United formed themselves into the finale of the Champions League. And we beat Chelsea in penalties. You remember that very well. And Ronaldo missed a penalty. Edwin van der Sar saved. It was not Edwin van der Sar. It was John Terry who really took his spot outside. Then Edwin van der Sar got hold of the penalty of Nikola Anelka. And obviously the likes of Nani came in and really scored the winner, and obviously went to celebrate that United winning the Champions League. After close to how many years? 9 years, because we had last won the Champions League in 2000. No, it was in 1999. And then after 9 years, we went ahead to win the Champions League. Now, that's the Paul Scholes goal that was last scored against Barcelona at Old Trafford. And Sir Alex Ferguson was in total control of this club of Manchester United. The next time we met Barcelona with Sir Alex Ferguson, we just played them in finales. And we're not playing at Old Trafford. Remember the first finale that we played in 2019. In 2009, we were beaten by Barcelona 2-0. Then the next one we played at Wembley in 2011. Sir Alex Ferguson was in charge. Barcelona beat us by 3-1. It was, I think, and the first person to score a goal, I think, was Sanchez. Messi came in through. I think Messi scored the third goal. Messi, I think, scored a brace, and then that game ended 3-1. But when it was at 1-1, it was at a certain point it ended 1-1 because the first half ended 1-1. Wayne Rooney came in through and capitalized onto that very well fed-in inch-perfect cross by Darren Fletcher in the 18 yards box area of Barcelona, and Rooney made it 1-1. Then second half, we couldn't handle, and Barcelona scored 2 past us, and that's how it ended. Now, the next time we played against Barcelona at Old Trafford, obviously, it was not Sir Alex Ferguson in control. It was one of his players that he managed and really helped us to win the Champions League in 1999. That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We lost to Barcelona by 1-0. And when we went to play away at Barcelona, they beat us by 3-0. But this time round, things have gone ahead to reverse. And Sir Alex Ferguson not only watches the home games as he has always been doing when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was here, Mourinho was here, and very many other managers. But this time round, he also travels to watch the away games, and he's just happy to watch them, and he just gone ahead to get bemused by the manager Erik ten Hag. And after all that, and getting a 2-2 draw at Catalonia side, that is Camp Nou, Ferguson has decided to go on and really meet Erik ten Hag and really have a dinner, because it is really called for and they're trying to have memories. Because Ferguson remembers very well that us winning the Champions League in 2008, we go away at Barcelona, we were the best side and we had the chance to win that game of football because Ronaldo got a penalty in the first half and put it away. That was in 2008. Now, we got a draw of 0-0. They come to Old Trafford. It ends 1-0. Looks like it's going to be the same scripture. But this time round, more goals have been put into the draw that happened at Catalonia. And I think more goals are going to be scored at Old Trafford as Alex Ferguson really talks to Erik ten Hag. Let me show you how they really made, and obviously they had dinner together. That is Alex Ferguson and Erik ten Hag seated together, trying to have dinner together and discussing things concerning the game of Barcelona and very many things, because it said Alex Ferguson is really one of those that is so much excited to have Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, though he wanted Pochettino, but Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to prove him wrong. And remember, Erik ten Hag was a call of the fans of Manchester United, because the board, Alex Ferguson, the ex-players of Manchester United wanted Pochettino, but we said we want Erik ten Hag because we knew that if at all Pep Guardiola was quitting a side called Man City, obviously Pep Guardiola would have been one of those people to be interviewed, and Pep Guardiola hinted about it that if at all I'm to leave City, I think there is a manager known as Erik ten Hag who can come in through and really get this job done. Now, the two other pair were seen in a deep conversation in Sibo restaurant. It's Wilmslow on Tuesday night. So they were in Chibo restaurant in the Wilmslow on Tuesday night. So it shows you how good the conversation went between Erik ten Hag and Alex Ferguson. They really had a very good talk about Manchester United, and I think you now know how these two are really coming close. And I think Ten Hag told us that he had not gotten some good time to talk to Alex Ferguson, but they just talked on phone, you get? And even when they met on match days, it's just hi. Ferguson goes to his executive seat, he watches the game, he moves out. But this time around, I think Ferguson has begged for this audience to talk to Erik ten Hag and really tell him, please, you are like me. And obviously, Ten Hag is like Alex Ferguson. Alex Ferguson came in from Aberdeen after breaking the dominancy of Celtic and Rangers by winning the Scottish Premier League. He went ahead to win the UEFA Europa League. By then, he was brought at Manchester United when he had no tie with Manchester United. The same applies to Erik ten Hag. People went ahead to select him as an Eredivisie manager, but we who knew what he was all about, we were so much confident that he's going to turn these things around. And everything he has done in the game of football with a small budget at Ajax, reaching the semi-finals of the Champions League and almost putting Ajax in the knockout stages of the Champions League every season, that was enough, a yardstick, to recommend him to come to Manchester United, because if he was operating on a small budget, if at all you get him a good budget or a huge budget and get him quality players, you know what he has gone ahead to put at Manchester United. And obviously, it has went ahead to be a result that, or an outcome that we really expected at Old Trafford. That is Erik ten Hag for you, and has met with Alex Ferguson in there for you. Now, as they met ahead of the game of Barcelona, there is a Barcelona player who once played in very many games of Manchester United and Manchester City, known as Ferran Torres, who came on through towards the end of the game when you're playing them away at Camp Nou. And he's one of those players that he admired a lot. That is Erik ten Hag. He wanted to sign him at Ajax, but obviously Man City went in for him. Now, Ferran Torres has issued a warning to his fellow Barcelona players. He has said, to beat Manchester United, you have to run like there is no tomorrow. Have the ball and know how to suffer, because Old Trafford is very tight. They are in great form. You only have to look at Rashford, but we are Barca. However, March is saying that they are Barca, but he knows what it means to play at Old Trafford. It's a heck of a job to come in and really win over us. You know, I think the best possessed side, Man City, came in through at Old Trafford this season, and they lost. Ten Hag tactically won Pep Guardiola, and he won that game of football. And I think Barcelona has not yet reached that level of passing the ball as they used to do when they're under Pep Guardiola and Enrique, this Spanish coach, national team coach. So, however, much is talking of that they are Barcelona, unless otherwise the referee comes in through and is not on our side. Maybe we get an early red card, but I believe Barcelona have to fall on the sword of Manchester United at Old Trafford. And the good thing is that they're having very many players who have been playing in the Premier League, and they've faced Manchester United at Old Trafford very many times. But unlucky enough, they are facing a United of Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ralf Rangnick. That's it. They never tested the United of Erik ten Hag at Old Trafford. So, Christensen was at Chelsea and played that very many times at Old Trafford. Rafinha with Leeds, he played that twice at Old Trafford. Ferran Torres, he always came in with City to play at Old Trafford. You get? I believe they know what it is to play at Old Trafford. Frank Kessie came in with AC Milan at Old Trafford and we beat them by 1-0. You know that very well. So I believe that we are going to go ahead and really beat this side. In my honest opinion, they are not going to survive, according to me. And I believe they're coming in discombobulated because they don't know what is really going to happen at this side. But I think it's really going to be a very huge game between United and Barcelona. And it's a game we need to win to make a very huge statement. The players of United are really ready, steady to take on the mantle to stop this Barcelona side. Confidence is building. Erik ten Hag told the fans, come on Thursday, we beat Barcelona with you. We need you to be behind us, straightforward, and you have to do your job. And that's what he really said, and that is Erik ten Hag. So, after that, let's go to Rio Ferdinand. I don't know whether you guys had a look at these pictures. I thought they are not important for me to show you because I know you are following the social media platforms of Manchester United, but maybe some of you had not seen these. But Rio Ferdinand paid a visit to Carrington to hold interviews for BT Sports, and obviously he's one of the legends of United that really won us very many trophies, one of the best defenders by then, and he made a very good central defense partnership with Nemanja Vidic, and he won close to 5 Premier Leagues. He has FA Cups, a Champions League. He played in 3 Champions League finales and won 1. FA Cups, FIFA World Cup. There is nothing at the club level that he never won. One thing he never won in the entire game of football is the World Cup with England, because England till now have not yet won the World Cup. So that is him shaking hands with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bissaka Aaron with Rio Ferdinand. That is Victor Lindelof with Rio Ferdinand, as you see him there. A man who really played, all put in a very fantastic performance as we played a side known as Leicester City. Bruno Fernandes trying to talk to the legend of the club, that is Rio Ferdinand. And Wout Weghorst. Weghorst is really a tall lad, because I had a chance to watch Ferdinand, I think, when he came in Kampala, Uganda, where I am. He's really a tall guy. Now, if at all Weghorst is taller than Ferdinand, then Weghorst is really a towerling of a lad. Now, after meeting players at Manchester United, Ferdinand had lots of things to say about what he made out at Old Trafford, and he was on his YouTube channel known as 5UK. He said, the mood at Carrington and Old Trafford has changed dramatically. It's been quite negative for the past years, and I was there today, and I feel something is happening. I don't know where it will lead us, but the atmosphere is really different. Credit to Erik ten Hag. You know, I don't feel like I have even to come out and really explain more about this, because it's self-explanatory. What haven't you seen on the field of play? I've always told you that what you see on the field of play reflects what is happening in the dressing room, all outside the pitch. And most of the things we see on the pitch contribute just to 10% of what happens in that entire football team. 90% is what happens off pitch. Training sessions, gym sessions, media lessons, and so on and so forth. You get? So the attitude at United has really changed, and obviously the mood is really high up there. That's why you see these people and players grooving left, right, and center at the club. Ferdinand ended by telling us the following, that there is confidence everywhere. It's not just about the players, but also the staff. They are happy to come to work. I can feel they are optimistic, and it's all been created by Erik ten Hag and his staff. Kudos to Erik ten Hag. You know, when you're talking about transformers, Ten Hag is the transformer of the year. He's the transformer of the year. You won't like to hear it if at all you don't like Erik ten Hag, but if at all you are an objective person and you really know what it means to transform United and where we were last season. Remember, last season we had 58 points. The worst Premier League side of United had 64 Premier League points. That's it. The side of United for the season of 2021-2022 registered only 58 points. We never even hit 60 points. We qualified for the UEFA Europa League because Brighton beat West Ham. If West Ham beat Brighton, we wouldn't have gone through to the UEFA Europa League. We would have been playing in the Conference League. It shows you how ugly it had gotten at Manchester United. That's why I'm telling you that the best transformer is Erik ten Hag. Why? He took over the worst ever United side and he has transformed it into a side that is really the best in Europe, because no team in Europe has gone ahead to register wins like those Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to register. Let me show you something through coming in from the Twitter account of Manchester United and show you exactly what I'm talking about, that Ten Hag is really firing. Ten Hag is Ten Hagging. Everything is going on his way and he is the gaffer. Total control of the club expressed. What aren't you seeing at the club of Manchester United? Ten Hag is Ten Hagging. Everything is moving on well and well. Let me show you. These stats have been reported to us by the Twitter handle of Manchester United, and there you go. They are telling us that Erik ten Hag has coached 38 games for Manchester United. He has 27 wins and a winning rate of 71%. They went ahead to say that brick by brick, meaning that he's really building slowly by slowly, but very sure, and results are really reflecting positivity. They are telling us that no one in Europe's top 5 leagues has more wins than United so far in 2022-2023, if you put the entire games at large. And remember, in the Premier League, we've gone ahead to win some good games also. I want to be exact. In the Premier League, we've gone ahead to win how many games? We've gone ahead to win 15 games in the Premier League. We've won 5 games in the UEFA Europa League. Then in the FA Cup, we've won 1 game. Those are 21. In the Carabao Cup, we've gone ahead to win 6 games. 6 games. Nottingham, 2 games. We beat Burnley. We beat Charlton. Then there is another FA Cup game I've not counted. That is against Everton. We beat them by 3-1 at Old Trafford. So those are the 27 wins we've registered. The losses in the Premier League, the first loss was against Brighton, then Brentford, Man City, Aston Villa, and Arsenal. 5 losses. You get? Out of the 34 games Ten Hag has managed as a United manager, he has gone ahead, there are 38. He has lost, I think, 5. We've lost 5 games. Not so? We've lost 1 game in the UEFA Europa League and 4 in the Premier League. In the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, we are yet to lose a game. So guys, your thoughts onto the Erik ten Hag, Alex Ferguson dinner meeting? are really welcome in the comment section below. Then, what do you think about Rio Ferdinand coming out and really referring to us to the condition happening at Old Trafford and how everything is really going on great and the mode changing? Your thoughts on Ferran Torres warning his fellow Barca players about the mode at Old Trafford. Last video of the day. Thank you guys for watching in. We are going to be coming back tomorrow. Ten Hag is having a press conference. We are waiting to see whether Anthony Martial or Anthony are back, because we've seen Anthony putting up a picture on his Instagram, meaning that he's fully fit and he might make it into the match squad on Thursday. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe and hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto our channel. Ciao, ciao.